Good morning, children. Here we are for our English lesson in the plains of Africa. It's a boiling hot day. Last week you found out that the baby giraffe has been captured by hunters and attached to a camel. You'll see behind me the Pasha's house, and we're going to find out what's going to happen next. Are you ready? Come with me. This way, quick. Let's remind you of the beginning of the story. Across the plains of Africa, where grass grows tall and acacias taste sweet, came the hunters from the great Pasha of Egypt and the Sudan. When they captured a small giraffe, no taller than the tallest of them, they tied her in a sling to the side of a camel and kept her alive on camel's milk on the journey home. The Pasha was delighted. "She is the perfect gift for my friend, the King of France." He appointed his servant boy, Atir, as her keeper, and handed him a letter addressed to the king along with a map. Atir unrolled the map and measured the distance. Paris was very far away. It was beyond the edge of Africa, over the sea on the other side of the world. But first they had to sail down the River Nile. We have just found out from the story that the Pasha has decided to send the baby giraffe to the King of France. He thinks it's the perfect gift. Now, this is a painting of the real Pasha of Egypt and Sudan. His name was Muhammad Ali. He was a fierce ruler in Egypt who wanted to make friends with the King of France, Charles X. When he heard that the king was planning a collection of strange animals, he decided a giraffe would be the perfect gift. This is a true story that actually happened 200 years ago. Here we have some have a think questions before we start the tasks. Number 1. Why do you think the Pasha wanted to send a giraffe as a gift to send to the King of France? Number 2. Why would this be such a special and dramatic present, especially in 1824 when the story is set? Number 3. Do you think it is right for the hunters to take the baby giraffe from the plains and for the Pasha to send her as a gift to France? Here is task 1, children. Can you write 2 reasons for sending the baby giraffe to France and 2 reasons against sending the baby giraffe to France? Here we have the learning question. Can I write about different viewpoints? You'll see on my table I have a tick, reasons to send the baby giraffe to France, and a cross, reasons not to send the baby giraffe to France. I've given some examples for you, with bullet points. It could keep the peace between the great Pasha and the King of France. Also, it would give all the people in Europe an opportunity to see a real giraffe. See if you can think of some reasons for sending the baby giraffe to France and against sending the baby giraffe to France. See if you can write 2 down for each. Take a photo and send it to Google Classroom. Task 2. Write a letter to the Pasha to tell him whether you think he should or should not send the baby giraffe to the King of France. It's your choice now. If you think that the giraffe should be sent to France, I want you to write that in your letter. If you think the baby giraffe should not be sent to France, I want you to write that in your letter too. Now, I want you to think carefully about how you write your letter, as you are writing to someone very important. Remember, a pasha is like a ruler, a king, someone in charge. Let's have a look at my example. Great and noble Pasha, My name is Tito, and I am writing to tell you that you should not send the baby giraffe to France. The baby giraffe belongs in her natural habitat. It is not kind or safe to send her to a city like Paris. She needs grass and tall acacia trees to nibble and eat. In a strange city, she will feel lonely and miserable. How unfair that you took her away from her mother. Now you want to send her to France. A baby giraffe is not a gift. She is an animal, and she deserves to be treated with respect. How could you take her in the first place? Did you know how important it is that she stays with her mother? I want you to let the baby giraffe go so she can go back to her family. Then she will be able to live and grow like a normal giraffe. Let her go, Pasha. It is the best thing to do. Yours faithfully, Tito. We have written lots of letters in Year 2 this year, so remember at the top you always start your letter either with a Dear Pasha or, in this way, calling the Pasha great and noble will make him feel powerful. He will want to read on. As you can see, there's 3 parts to the letter. The first sentence tells the person you're writing to what the letter is about. The middle paragraph in this letter is giving reasons against sending the baby giraffe to France. And there are lots of them. It's the longest part of the letter. There are at least 3 reasons against sending the baby giraffe to France. An exclamation mark has been used and even some questions. The questions make it really powerful. How could you take her in the first place? Did you know how important it is that she stays with her mother? These questions will really make the Pasha think. The final paragraph summarises the whole letter. It tells the reader the strong belief of the person writing it. It is the best thing to do. Very clear. And then at the end, yours faithfully and your name. To sign off a letter when you're writing to someone important, you should use words like yours faithfully. Faithfully means honestly, everything in the letter that's been written is honest and true to the writer. Often we write letters and we end with from or love from. These kind of words are used as friendly letters when you're writing to friends. But for this type of letter, you need to be very serious. So please end your letter yours faithfully and then your name. Let's look at some sentence openers and vocabulary that you can borrow when you write your own letter. You could start your letter Great and Noble Pasha, or you may find 2 other adjectives that would be better suited. You could say Dear Pasha, Oh Great One. And then I have some sentence openers that you can borrow and finish off the sentence. Here they are. I understand that you would like to send. I think it would be much better for the baby giraffe. A magnificent and graceful animal like a giraffe should be. I do not wish to upset you, but hope that you listen to my advice. Yours sincerely, yours truly. I can't wait to see your letters. Take a photo of them and send them back to us on Google Classroom. Good luck, children.
3, 4, 5. How many legs do you have? What are you doing?
There can be no finer gift.
What kind of gift?
We're taking Zarafa to France.